Hello everyone, my name is Kathy C. Patterson, in case we haven't met. You know, in today's world, there are so many calamities and adversities and challenges which are happening. One of the things though I think that we have become numb to is the fact that there are so many people, whether it be mental illness or whatever it is, they're poor, they're living on the streets, they're homeless. And I know we've all seen the signs. Sometimes they'll say, I'll work for food. Sometimes they'll be very bold and said, I need a beer. One time when we were in Chicago on vacation and we were walking down Miracle Mile, never forget it, and there was a man who was walking, he was panhandling, but his thing was, can you spare me 30 cents? That became an inside joke with our family for a long time. But as I was coming home the other day, there was something that really struck me. And what it was there was a man standing on the corner panhandling, but his sign said hopeless and homeless. And that really hit me, because I'm thinking, when you are hopeless, that means that you can't appreciate life and the things that God has given to us. And so it made me reflect back on my play, His Story Now. And one of the taglines in the play is hope. And when I was developing those characters, and if you guys go to my website, you can look at the web series. It's a free series. And I did it in terms of a backstory, so you could understand a little bit more about the characters in case you decide to view the play. But Jan had hope. When she married Graham, she was coming from Rodney, who died, but her hope was dashed. And then you had T-Jack. I'll never forget, as I was developing his character, he said, I'm running, I'm looking, I'm seeking, and I just don't feel like I have any more hope. And then there was the disruptor in the men's group. And his point was, why? I mean, I thought that if I would work, I would be okay, but it's not happening for me. And then Graham, after all the things he did, he was still hopeful that Jan would take him back. So I'm saying all of that to say this. When you think about hope, you think about the fact that, and I wrote it in my book, faith, an entry called Faith. It is our faith that undergirds our hope. So when you lose faith, you lose hope. And that's the most unfortunate part of humanity, that so many people are walking around without hope. So one of the questions in the interactive journal that I wrote in the back, and I may have said it before, but it bears repeating. Do you live in a state of expectation? Or do you wake up and think, another day, same old soup warmed over, as my grandmother would say? Or have you ever given up in a difficult situation? We all have them, but we have to remain hopeful. So when I see that man, he always comes to my mind that not only is he homeless, but he's hopeless. And so the burden I feel is that hopefully he will come into himself and understand that life is worth living. And every day we wake up, it's another opportunity to be who God has created us to be. So with that, thank you for listening. I just felt like I really needed to share that. And this again is the book, Thoughts to Ponder, Discovering Your Authentic Self. You can find it on my website, excuse me, at www.kcploveproductions.com. It's also available through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, BookBaby.com, who is the publisher. It's all over. But anyway, I hope you do get an opportunity to see it. Visit my website. You can learn a little bit more about who I am. There are those people who have sent me messages asking me to tell them a little bit more about what I do. And so I always direct them to the website, because that way you get more of an opportunity to see the kinds of projects that I'm interested in. So anyway, I want you to have a wonderfully glorious day, and God bless.